The left isn't admitting that they have a political violence problem, an assassination culture. And if they can't admit the problem, what makes you think it's going to go away? Welcome to the Jason Rantz Show, presented by None Better Tax Resolution. Think about where we stand right now. Charlie Kirk was just assassinated. And instead of a national reckoning about political violence, the left shrugs, or worse, they celebrate. This isn't new. We've been down this road before. Back in 2020, Seattle handed 6 blocks of Capitol Hill over to Antifa radicals. They called it Chaz or Chop. It wasn't some peaceful festival or a summer of love. It was armed militants patrolling streets, businesses being shaken down, and 2 young black boys murdered. That was political violence that was excused by Democrats. Portland and LA saw Antifa attack ICE facilities, literal terrorist attacks. In Pennsylvania, a left-wing anti-Semitic activist torched Governor Josh Shapiro's home. Trump suffered not 1 but 2 political assassination attempts. So too did Justice Brett Kavanaugh. Luigi Mangione, he's celebrated by elements of the left. And now we've got nurses and teachers openly cheering the murder of Charlie Kirk. This isn't isolated. This is part of their culture, a culture of assassination. Rutgers University's Network Contagion Research Institute shows it plainly. A majority of left-leaning respondents said killing Donald Trump or Elon Musk would be morally justifiable. That's not a few cranks on Twitter. That's become mainstream progressive sentiment. The Foundation for Individual Expression's free speech surveys confirm the exact same thing on our college campuses. More than a third of students in Washington and Oregon, for example, say it's okay to use violence to stop speech. We've raised a generation that thinks a death sentence is a legitimate rebuttal to an argument. So ask yourself, do conservatives talk like this? Do they celebrate political murder in such a big and concerted way? No. You're going to find fringe outliers, no doubt, but not majorities of students or mainstream influencers, not state employees and not educators. That asymmetry matters. Because instead of confronting their own base's appetite for violence, Democrats and their media toadies are manufacturing a white supremacy panic. They insist that conservatives are the real threat. This is projection. This is gaslighting. And it leaves their own cultural rot unchecked. The truth is obvious. The modern left has a political violence problem, at least progressives. They've normalized it, justified it, and now they're institutionalizing it. From Antifa's arsons to the applause at Charlie Kirk's death, the message is the same. Violence is acceptable if it's aimed at the right. That's not democracy. That's tyranny by Molotov cocktail. And until Democrats admit it and confront it and reject it, they're complicit in the culture that pulled the trigger on Charlie Kirk. So, Greg, how have the changes at the IRS actually impacted collections?
Jason, I really have not seen any change in collection. And in fact, quite the opposite. IRS is sending out notices much quicker and less of them. It used to be there'd be 5 or 6 notices that would come out. Now they're doing 3.
So if you're having trouble with the IRS, you have to call Greg Nunn of None Better Tax Resolution. From stress to success with IRS Solutions.